welcome back, you guys. I am with Shea. She is amazing. I met her when we were working together at White House Black Market, and her personality was just like amazing. And then we started talking. Well, one night it was like I got called in and I had to close. Right, I think that's what it was. Someone called out or something, and so I ended up working with Shea for like 6 hours, just the two of us. And of course, nobody came in, so we were just like so bored. So of course, we just started chatting it up, and she started telling me that she started her own magazine, which I was like, wait, what? Like, now I have questions. I'm so inquisitive. That's probably why I chose to be a journalist. And so I started asking her questions about her magazine, and she just started telling me that she started it, and we're about to get into it, start getting asking her some questions about her magazine Milq. But before we, all right, Chase, tell me something about yourself. Like
This is the worst part.
The worst part? No, this is the easy part.
Okay.
The easy part. Okay. So tell me a little bit about, we have a little hamster in our house, and she will just not be quiet. Stassi. Stassi, there we go. All right. So tell me about yourself. Like, tell me, what you're kind of getting into right now.
Right now I am really trying to transition to do the magazine full time.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at, and I'm gearing up to launch a blog. This is interesting because I have built my entire publication without having a blog.
Right.
So this is the first time that I'll have kind of a new platform to celebrate Black women in a different way. We'll be having 16 bloggers that will contribute. And so we'll have monthly blog or daily updates on everything from style, fashion, health and wellness, even just some Black culture articles. Yeah. It's a really cool thing. So that's been super exciting. And then we're gonna launch our 3rd issue in June, and hopefully launch an online store as well. So then we'll have other Black designers featured, and having the opportunity of having our own product lines.
So we're just taking this to a whole thing, and I love it.
I want to do more. I mean, people say print is dead, and I can't argue the numbers.
Yeah.
But I also have to speak to my audience, and millennial women of color are having access to information faster than ever before, and they're online all the time, and they're shopping all the time, so we have to kind of appeal to that lifestyle.
Right. So are you doing it only, right now, are you only in print, or are you also online?
Yeah, I just solely did print for the first couple issues. The 3rd one will have a digital copy as well, and then we will roll out the blog next month. So that'll be pretty exciting for spring.
Perfect. So right now I have actually one of her copies of her magazine. Look at this, you guys. How amazing is this? This is so bomb. These women are beautiful. Yeah. And I'm in love with this entire cover, this entire magazine. I was flipping through it, and it is just you know me, I got questions. I got questions. This is amazing. So how did you come up with the idea to want to even start the magazine?
It was weird. It was very organic. I had a Instagram page that was solely to inspire women of color. It was just all these bloggers from all over the world, South Africa, Europe, the States, and that was all I did. It was just an inspo page, and I just got inspired. I ended up inspiring myself. I was just whoa, these women are amazing, and they do so many things that I don't really cover on the Instagram page. I was a little limited, and I thought, maybe I could do something different with it. But honestly, the magazine didn't come to me initially. I thought I was going to do so many different things, and people would tell me oh, this should be a magazine, but I had no experience. It wasn't something naturally that I was I've done journalism before, and I'm gonna just start my own magazine. And then it just was one day it hit me. I was I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And I just did it.
So basically you had an Instagram page, and the people that were following it inspired you to want to start the magazine.
Yeah, these women, it was all social media bloggers, and most
so were they writing you back, or DMing you, or
most pages focus on celebrities, and so I found that these regular women that had, you know, such a huge mass following were more interesting to me because I felt like I could relate to them more.
Right.
And honestly, it was just the content they were putting out. I was just inspired by it, and I thought, well, I reached out to a few of them initially for the first issue, and you know, they were all just like down, and they were so excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
They were very supportive, and so I think that's when I thought, okay, I think I have something here.
Yeah. So kind of what were like your first steps in, you know, becoming an entrepreneur and like starting this magazine? Like, so you have this idea, you're inspired, and then like, where do you go from there? Like, what do you do?
Well, I knew nothing about it. So I reached out to my friends that, you know, may have written things before for like different publications, and kind of just asked them like, hey, like, you know, how does this go? Like, what is an editorial calendar, and how do I get pictures? And, you know, and I just literally just like started scrapbooking this magazine. Like, I'm visual, so I had to like draw it out and write out all these like, you know, different concepts and like what the magazine would be about, like a fake content page. And I literally made like a fake magazine, and then I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna ask my followers if they want to contribute. So
Okay, so now that you have like, so you have contributors, so you have like your followers, you're reaching out to them to, you know, create content to put in the magazine. So how does that process work? So, you know, you reach out, you say, hey, we want to be a part of this. They say, sure. And then how do you incorporate it into your magazine?
Well,
are they sending it to you? Like they create their own content, right?
Right.
So they take their own photos and create their own interviews or whatever they want to be published. And then they send it to you, email it to you, or like, how does that?
Yeah, it's a combination of email and Dropbox for sure, and it's a creative collaboration. So oftentimes, you know, I may be like, hey, you know, I know you really focus on beauty, you know, just kind of like submit a few different articles that you may want to pitch, and then we reconnect and we kind of discuss, well, I think I like this one, or maybe you could even talk about that. So it's really a collaborative effort. It's just I know that they have, you know, the credibility and like the experience to put out good work. So I'm kind of just like the final editor.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's cool. So then, so you tell them to kind of tweak things, and then how do you so now that you have your magazine, do you come up with like the aesthetic of it yourself? Like, do you come up with the pages and how you want the colors to look or the fonts to look and stuff like that?
Yeah, I work with an amazing graphic designer here, and him and I just literally sit down. I may literally like sketch out a layout like on paper, and I'll just bring it to him, and I'll be like, hey, you know, I want the letters orientated like that. We have a selected font choice that we use specifically for the publication. We agree on the colors for the issue, and then that depends on like the title header. Like, okay, we know we were using like this beige pink.
Right.
So if we're using titles, you know, we kind of have 3 different color selections that we'll pick, and it's very collaborative. I mean, I feel like I'm the brains, but I don't have, you know, the skill set to put this into motion. So I work with very talented people that can, you know, do the graphics like the
so how did you even how did you find those people, like your graphic designer?
Family, friends.
Okay.
You know, just asking, like again, on the Instagram page, I definitely use it as a tool to communicate with other young creatives. So
oh, that's really cool. I think that's a really good lesson when you are starting things. So, you know, I'm just starting this whole YouTube thing, and to reach out to people and to really, you know, bring people along your journey to help you out, because at the end of the day, you're not going to have all the answers. You're not going to have, you know, you're not going to know everything, how to do everything. So being able to reach out and ask for help, I think, is number one. So yeah, I think that's really, really cool. So how did you come up with the name for the magazine? Like, what is the name? It's Milq, right?
It is Milq.
Milq, with a Q.
With a Q.
I love it.
It's funny, I feel like people really read into it, and I just think it's ironic. I mean, we're talking about, you know, Black women, we're talking about women of color, and the name is kind of the opposite.
Right?
Like, and I think with the Q, it just made it different and unique. But honestly, I wanted something short, easy to remember, and just kind of like made it my own definition, like Nike or something. It's just
Right.
like dope.
Yeah, so it was just something that you just thought about, like,
It is.
this is just, I want to name it this.
It's not an acronym.
And it wasn't any crazy.
It's nothing deep.
Right.
No, it's just I like the word, I like how it looked graphically, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna roll with this.
I love it. You just have such like I love it. So when you were thinking of content, what was like, was this magazine like every time you make an issue, is it something new, or you're like, okay, wait, I want this is my idea, but then maybe it doesn't work out as planned and you kind of like adjust, and then you're like, you know what, this actually works better? Or
Always.
like, or with the content, like, did you have a vision for it and now it's gone in a different direction?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to force content. I feel
Yeah.
like it has to be natural and I have to love it. And if I don't, like, even if it was my idea, I'm just like, I'm gonna scrap it. I'm not gonna lead with that, you know? So I'm very open to suggestions, and I'm very flexible with the content. Like, if it started out one way, but it just kind of makes more sense to go in a different direction, I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
So have you ever told someone, like maybe someone that you reached out to, and then you were like, you know what, I'm not gonna run this story. Like, maybe this didn't come out how we talked about.
Totally.
I don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's my publication, so it's my name behind it, and I have to believe in it, and I have to stand behind it. And if it's just not, you know, if it's not exciting, if it's just not something I would want to read, because I am my demographic, you know, so I kind of have to listen to that. I can't force the content.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's really true. I mean, you definitely want to listen to your audience to make sure that, you know, you're appealing to people. That's why you have readers, right?
Right.
So how do you get your magazine out there? Like, how do you know, like, your numbers are up? And how much money are you able to, like, put into the magazine?
Yes, girl. This is the struggle.
I know, it is.
I like these questions. No, I mean, it's just been organic. I like initially moved in with my family to put every dollar I made into the first issue, because it was like building my dream.
Right.
And I couldn't be cheap about it.
Right,
And
absolutely.
I had no investors, and no one was going to invest in something that didn't exist. So I had to make it the best possible, you know. And then the second issue, we had a decent sales. I advertised online only. I didn't put it into a store. And then the second time, it was the same thing. I rolled out a different issue, advertised it on the social media platform. And again, for me, it was just about pushing the content. I wasn't really expecting to generate any type of huge revenue stream.
Right.
Again, only selling online. I didn't expect to, you know, I doubled my numbers.
So if you're selling online, how much were you doing the magazine for? Or like, how much were you paying? Like, for if someone wanted to be your magazine, was it free content, or was it?
No.
It was how much? What?
It wasn't. So it was $10
Okay.
for a physical copy, and then $5 for digital download.
Okay.
And again, I don't even think I really had a strategy on that. I just knew I didn't want to do it for free, just because I put so much into it.
Absolutely.
And I wanted a little bit of return on my investment. And then moving forward, though, I do plan on putting it in select stores and just trying to grow, you know. I mean, it's been very organic. I haven't put a whole lot into marketing. I'm self-published, so
is it like word of mouth? Is that how we're getting it
it's
out
word
there?
of mouth. Yeah, and it's definitely strategic with using, you know, the certain influencers that I do write about, kind of having them also turn around and tell their followers about the publication as well, because it's cool. Like, they're featured in something, and either they're on the cover or they're in the magazine, so it kind of just makes sense for them to kind of like promote it.
Yeah, so the people that you have featured in the magazine, are you paying them to be featured? Like,
No.
people, okay, so like people who are on the front cover, they're just doing it to be
For
able to have-
exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, right now, I think it's gonna change, but currently, like, social influencers and different like social media lights don't really get cover opportunities. So this was something that was just really cool for them to do. I think for them to be a part of it, they liked what Milq stood for.
Right.
And like I said, they've already been featured on the Instagram, so it wasn't like this random, you know, approach. They were very familiar, so I think they were appreciative of the opportunity. And I did pay for, you know, photo expenses, you know, hair, makeup, styling.
Okay, so
But-
that's what we're doing now, though, right? So how much? What issue number is this one?
This is just my second.
This is just the second one. Girl, this looks really good. This is the second issue. Like, this is super professional looking. Like, the weight of it's great. The size of it is wonderful. Like, this is something that I would have like on my coffee table when I get my own place. Like, you know, I have Milq right there in the front.
I love it.
I have Milq right there. This is perfect. Like, I definitely feel like it's an easy read. There's great photos and pictures and content in there. Everything, the fonts are wonderful that you picked, easy to read. Like, I can't wait this is wonderful. Like, I love. Oh my gosh, so she has a page of, is this like lipstick colors?
Yeah, so again, we teamed up with a Black-owned cosmetic company, and we just kind of
Eva Marcel is a model.
Yes, she's repping Urban Skin RX. That was one of our ads in the mag. So it was just a labor of love. It's just something that I'm the only one right now, kind of just running things, and I've had the help with amazing like young Black creatives from all over contribute and put it together, and I'm grateful. I just want to grow. I want to scale. I want to do more, and I'm excited.
I am so excited for you. Perfect. So can you tell me a little bit about the Soul Sisters that are featured on this particular magazine?
Yes, Kay and Kari. So they are stylists out of Atlanta, and they just actually launched their own e-boutique as well. And I've just been following them for years. I just feel like their style is so timeless, and I just wanted to get a little bit of that in my own publication. So that's kind of where I just reached out to them, and I'm like, girls, like, let's link up and do something super fabulous. So yes, I love them.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. What advice you would have for someone trying to start their own magazine? Or not even magazine, but, you know, their own business.
Yeah, I would say definitely believe in your vision. You know, don't skimp on the details.
Right.
Like, you're the only one that knows what potential your idea has. So you have to, you know, lead and just be so determined, because it's gonna feel like everything in the world is gonna stop you from making your dream happen. So you have to be relentless in your vision and just put everything like that you do, put your best foot forward. People don't wanna see like tacky, homemade things falling apart. You know, they want to see your dream, how you see it. So you definitely, I say, believe in your vision, stay focused, and put God first.
I love that. No, that is very true. I think when people are doing something, you know, you have to start somewhere for sure. So definitely get out there, start somewhere. But definitely invest in yourself, because if you're not going to invest in yourself, no one else will.
Right.
So if you don't see it and give people a vision to believe in, they're not going to do that. So I think that is wonderful advice. So tell us, like, where can we find this magazine? If people wanted to go check it out, where do we find this magazine?
So right now we're online only. So Milq, MILQ mag.com, MAG.
Perfect. Oh yeah, here it is, right here on the back of this magazine, you guys.
Yes.
This is amazing. Like, you guys have to check this out. I definitely would recommend, again, wonderful coffee table book, wonderful visuals, great content. So definitely check it out. Do you have any, like, you know, leading last words? Because, you know, you do a lot of work. Like, this isn't easy to do at all. And I really appreciate you coming out to talk to me today. We had a good time.
Thank you.
The magazine's wonderful, but, you know, do you have any leading last words?
Wow. Black girl magic, you know, I feel like, I remember a quote Issa Rae said, that it's important to move horizontally. You know, a lot of us think that, oh, I just gotta meet the right person, or someone who's doing more than me, and they're gonna like lift me up and put me on this platform. But honestly, it's the people right next to you.
Right.
It's just people that are like around you doing the same thing on their grind, that you just gotta link up. And we need to stop, you know, thinking that it's ahead of us, and kind of look next to us and realize the value of everybody around you that could really help you.
Yeah, no, she really did. That is a really good quote, because she did say that, and I think that's so true. Helping each other out, you know, like Shea coming out today to be featured on my YouTube channel, talking about her magazine. So, you know, one helps another. And I think that is where we need to be. I think, you know, she's a millennial, I'm a millennial, and we're out here really grinding to make sure that, you know, we're trying to go somewhere. And the vision that she has for this magazine is amazing. So let's go, like, so tell me again, like, what the vision is for the magazine.
Yes.
So we have it in print for $10.
We
have it online for $5. And then where else are we trying to take it?
So we're starting with the blog next month. Spring, we're rolling out our first blog. We have 16 women contributing. They're from all over the world, from Sweden to Atlanta. So I'm very, very excited about that. And then we will be launching our 3rd issue in June. So stay on the lookout for that. Keep up with us on our Instagram, which is Milq Mag. And we're going to be doing a very cool membership pretty soon that we should be able to launch by the end of the year. So lots of fun things, you know, just doing a little bit of everything.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
And we're doing clothing. You said you're going to do apparel too,
yes,
right?
so that will be our online store that we'll be launching again in the summer with our 3rd issue, which will feature amazing Black-owned companies that I just want to spotlight and support. So yes,
I love
Stay
it.
tuned.
Okay, Shea. Well, that looks like that concludes our interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is amazing. So again, believe in yourself, believe in your dream, invest in yourself, and keep doing you until you make it, okay? So perfect, thank you.
Said I got what you missing, you ain't gotta go get it. When I pull up with that work for you, baby, come get it. You've been on my mind ever since. Need to relax, sit back and let it sink. Stimulate our minds away in every kind of way, and blow the stress away, ain't gotta think. Let's take a trip out to the islands and just lay up.